Okay.
Alright, you're on.
Alright, I'll give you a countdown to go. Let me just see if I'm ready and set up. Okay, I am. Alright, you ready, Jack?
I'm ready.
On go then. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, welcome to Terra Beginner. So,
Oh crap, I'm miles behind.
yeah, this is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. This was originally a PSP game that was updated to the PlayStation 4 quite recently. So load times are going to be pretty fast and pretty speedy. The deal with BBS is that you can choose 3 different characters to play through the story. I'm currently playing as Terra, who has his own little quirks. He's mainly a powerhouse, that's kind of his deal. But yeah, we're gonna go straight through Terra's story, fight all of his bosses and all that jazz.
Wow, you lucky.
So you want to explain orbs here? Ro? It's pretty dumb.
Right, basically, what you're looking to do is you need to hit orbs into each other to get through this fast. But with Terra, it's a nightmare because his second hit knocks them away. But that was actually pretty okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty okay. What was the time? 59. That's all right.
Yeah. So cutscene skips in this game are actually much better than any of the other Kingdom Hearts games. They used to be actually really awful in the PlayStation 3 and PSP versions, but they've somehow sped them up.
Yeah. The nice quirk about this game is you can skip them on the very first frame that the game loads in.
Yeah.
As soon as the heart disappears, you can skip the cutscene.
Yeah, you'll be seeing me like skip the cutscenes almost instantly as the heart disappears. Right, so you want to explain what I'm doing in this force fire right here?
That's fine. This is going to be a first instance of a D-Link. D-Links are just basically we get to use another character set of commands and a finisher based on one of their finishers for Aqua and Ren, and just custom finishers for the other ones. We're looking for a level 1 Wayfinder drop in this fight. Otherwise, we have to kill some enemies on the bridge in the next room to try and get one, because Haste, which is the level 1 ability of them, makes this run so much easier to do. You can do it without it, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, okay, I got it in the second set of enemies. Alright, so now I'm going to go out of D-Link and use some commands to try and get into Terra's first command style he has.
Wonderful critical impact, or fatal mode if you're playing on JP.
Yeah.
Which I argue is a much cooler name than critical impact.
Yeah. So yeah, it does quite a lot of damage, it one-shots enemies. Also, get ready to see a lot of that this run, is people signing into into PSN.
Wow, you didn't turn that off?
Nah, I don't, because I'm lazy. Alright.
Thanks. Yeah, if you let the hits of critical impact ride out without mashing them out, it does 3 chunks of damage, like per slide swing or per overhead hit. It's honestly much better to do that than mash out attacks.
So for movement in this game, you'll see me do a lot of slides. It's pretty much the main form of movement for all the characters. I'll also be throwing in a few slide dashes here and there to boost me forward.
Yeah, and although it might look like it, you can't mash out your slide inputs, your dodge roll inputs, or your cartwheel inputs, because when you're playing as Terra, we put on an ability later where if you press square in the middle of a slide, he does another kind of slide, which just has a longer recovery animation. Also, whenever he slides, you'll see him take a little step in between each one. It is a few frames faster per screen to just take that little tiny step between each one.
Alright, so this is our first boss. If you want to explain Wheelmaster while I do this.
You're going to go into Ven and you're going to beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Wheelmaster, you can kind of manipulate what he does and how he reacts to you. I'm not sure if you do it, but do you take the step forward right at the start?
I try to.
Okay, you try to. What you can do, there are 3 ways you can take the start of that fight. You can go straight into Ven, you can jump forward and go into Ven, or you can take a step forward and go into Ven. It honestly doesn't matter which way you do it. He's kind of random on what he likes to do. But for now, we're just going to try and go in with physical attacks.
Okay.
So again, yep, that's the end phase part.
Yeah, when he does his little charge, you want to jump in front of him so it stops him, because otherwise he will just charge for a long time.
Yeah, you on beginner, it's better to get hit by it, but on crit, there's a tiny window where you can dash into him, and your invulnerability frame from the dash, from your slide, sorry, will save you, and he'll also stop charging because you're right in front of him.
Yeah.
But on beginner, you can just tank the hit, and he'll just stop.
Okay. So I did a small menu there. I put on Zero Gravity and Blizzard. That'll be used later.
We just need CP on it.
Yep.
We just need CP on the Zero Gravity, and we use Blizzard in this world, and that's the only place where we use Blizzard. We get rid of it afterwards. We don't need it.
Yeah.
It's actually slower to pick it up, but it makes the fight after this one he's doing now a lot easier. Right, we're gonna do a similar thing here as we did in the first fight. He's looking for upward drops. Ultimately, you want 1 here from one of the floods, and then you can either revert and try and get the 2nd level here, or you can get the 2nd level later. It honestly depends on how lucky you're feeling.
Okay. That was a faster
Did
end.
you get it or not?
Yeah, I got it. I got it during last wave.
That's alright. At least you got the drop. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Nice. So now we're just gonna get it in the next world instead of getting it in that fight. It's actually faster to do that, but
Yeah.
annoyingly about it is that drop's completely random. But in order for optimal runs, you want it dropped in particular waves of each fight. Otherwise, it actually completely ruins fights getting it in the middle of it or in the wrong place.
Alright, so this is Cindy Escorts. This is a pretty dumb fight.
In my opinion, the worst escort in the game.
Yeah. Each category has their own, like, separate escort fight. Ven, I think he's a Snow White. And,
Snow White is actually the best one.
yeah.
Because, the issue with Cinderella is that, she just doesn't move when there's things in front of her.
Yeah.
But the other 2 escorts, Jacques and Snow White, they do. They don't care. They just get on with their lives. Yeah, straight on back again. Oh, he got Diamond Dust this time. Nice.
Yeah,
That's what he was going for the first time, but he used too many of his physical commands to get into it.
Okay, Cindy went all the way.
Yeah, the way you go into command styles and which command style you go into is based on what commands you use to fill up the command gauge at the top of the command deck in the bottom left-hand corner. If you use your physical commands, you go into critical impact. If you use a blizzard at some point, you go into diamond dust. And you get other ones later based on like thunder, fire. You get one for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
That's a bad situation. Annoyingly, in this fight, you want to spawn as little as possible, but you want to get as much XP as possible.
What? He flew.
What?
You'll see.
You guys see something?
He flew away, dude.
I
He went flying, dude. He knew.
I've never seen that before. Oh, I've never seen that. As long as I've played this game, I've never seen that.
Yeah, zero gravity kind of
So
fucks
you-
with the physics on these enemies, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Okay.
but usually, we used to not spawn these enemies, like back in a couple of years ago when I started playing this game, we tried to avoid spawning enemies here. But now it's just, we spawn everything for as much XP as possible, because we want to hit level 6 before the boss of, the next world after this one. I like how you standing in front of her can, like, stop her from doing anything.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a BBS screen when you don't move forward, you go to the left this time.
Dang, swag dash.
Damn, did you miss it?
Just slightly. It's to the right to the door.
Yeah.
I don't tend to use slide and dash in areas with enemies because the slide dashes go towards the enemies and you don't actually go as far, so it wastes time.
Well, it depends. If you know when to time it's much better.
Yeah. Alright,
But, yeah.
so Symphony Master
We're
is
gonna
much
do
the same.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to do the same thing here as we did to the first boss, where we're just going to go into Ven and just match X.
That was good damage going into second phase. I'm pretty sure Jumpless is RNG, is it not?
Yes, it is. It's completely RNG because it there's an issue with Ventus's finisher on PS4, where there's a part of it that doesn't hit. So you end up doing less damage overall with your finishers. Jumpless on PS3 and PSP is absolutely free.
Yeah.
But on PS4, it just depends on how much damage you get from your finishers. So it's completely random. It does save like 5 seconds though, so it's a nice time save when you do get it.
Yeah.
Especially in a fight as easy as that and as consistent as that. What way you grabbing Flame Salvo?
On the way back.
On the way back? Okay.
Yeah.
He's about to do something that I discovered. Yeah. Not now, he'll do it later. There's multiple ways that you can move through this room. He just took the safest way there, where you just go straight to the exit. But there's ways you can abuse Sonic Shadow to like lock onto stuff that is either not spawned in or really far away, which he'll show in a minute. But with PS4, some of the physics change with that, so it's a little bit finicky now to get it to work. But it's pretty neat when it does work.
Do you want to explain what I'm buying in this shop menu then?
Well, he did a sequence break there, where he grabbed a ledge and picked up the Fission Fire Argon chest, which you're not actually meant to be able to pick up until you have air slide. So that's nice, and high jump. And in that menu there, he brought 6 fires and an arrow. As you can probably tell by that, we use fires in this run. We use them for fire boosts because fire boosts are good. Oh, no ability.
Yep. Okay.
Right. And then he's going to put a couple of fires on and he's going to put the arrow on to level up. There you go. And he makes a stroke rate for finish boost and specifically for the next fight. We don't need it after this world. We just make it for this world. This fight's when you kind of start getting into what the norm of BBS fights kind of look like when you have Magnet and Thunder and stuff, where you're just gonna see Magnet and Thunder finish because it's just better to do that.
So I don't think I got a D-Link drop in that finish out.
I'll tell you if you did. You got level 6 though.
Yep.
That's good. You didn't get a dealing drop?
No.
Okay, fine. We'll get it later, it's fine. But the good thing about not getting it is A, there wasn't a load in the middle, and B, it didn't ruin the fight, so it was still fast.
Yep.
That's that's kind of like the outweigh. You kind of have to consider. That's like one really annoying thing about running this category is you need to consider when you need your drops and when it's bad to have them. So you sometimes lose time for literally no reason just because you get drops in bad places. There you go. I love that strat. You can lock onto those pots from like the other side of the map and fly towards them. The ones by the door which you came through are at the door distance when you're standing on that platform, but you can still lock onto them. Oh yeah, magic. So with Magic Mirror, he's gonna step forward, lock on, and throw the Sorrow Trade. He's gonna dash and try and hit him. There you go, he got him. So this should be a good fight. That start is actually way harder than like it looked to do. Oh, you nearly got one cycle!
Yeah.
Oh, you nearly got one cycle! And he's going to throw a Strike Raid and kill him. There we go, that was a good fight. You nearly got one cycle!
Yeah. That's a really good fight.
Oh.
Magic Mirror has an attack called Hallway, we like to call it, where he spawns a bunch of his faces in a long hallway and you have to find the one that's smiling, and that, depending on where the face is, it takes quite a long time to do.
Yeah, it can either be the fastest or the longest one.
Yeah.
The one that you don't want is the one where he flies up backwards and flies straight down at you, because he goes straight into another move right after it. So you can't do anything about it, you can't punish it. Right, he's going to do another quick menu here. He's going to replace the fires and the arrow with a cure. There you go.
So yeah, I didn't get level 2, so I'm gonna have to do slow.
You're just gonna have to. Yeah. That's fine. Just hope you get it in that fight.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it becomes a nightmare. And then it's better to not get it until like way later. Until like in grinding. Right, he's got to do a little bit of story here. We're gonna go to Keyblade Graveyard, say hi to people, skip a few cutscenes, and then move on from it for now.
Yeah, one good thing about Birth by Sleep compared to other Kingdom Hearts games is there are no gummy missions. There's no in-betweens. You go to world to world to world to world to world with nothing in between.
And the worlds are really short as well, which is really nice.
Also, you know what I didn't get after Dwarf Woodlands? I didn't get the extra cutscene. It's kind of interesting.
It's because you got all three complete, so you're going to get the Disney Town ones instead.
Oh, right, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's only when you either have that character complete and you're playing as that character, or have none of them complete. Oh, I like that. I like that fire strike.
I'm just making this part up as I go along.
I like it. It's fine.
I'm gonna get this bruiser to explode on me. Go on, buddy. There you go. Alright, so I'm gonna use Flame Salvo on these Red Hot Chilies. This is the first time you're gonna be seeing Flame Salvo this run. Get used to seeing this animation.
Yeah, it is one that you use a lot.
Okay.
Hopefully. Did you get a drop or not?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'll do a double check in here.
I'll be able to
no, I didn't.
Oh no. Hopefully you won't get it in the next in the next room.
Yeah.
Where we do a bit of grinding.
Okay. So.
You do realise you can just open the D-Link menu to see that?
Yeah, I know. I'm just dumb. Alright, so I'm gonna do another menu here.
He's gonna grab a Shivering Chest here. Shivering Crystals are... Right, so the way abilities work in this game is we get them from crystals instead of from leveling or anything like that. And the way you use them is you meld them onto stuff. So as you saw there, he got a fire boost, which will be our main source of damage throughout this run. Yeah, cool. Nice, you finished that fight with a lot of dealing as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have to like leave the world and do other dumb stuff to like get your dealing back. He's just gonna get a bit of XP here and hopefully a fleeting or a shimmering drop.
I got a shimmering drop at least.
That's nice. 2 fire boosts is good.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna melt that before I enter.
Yeah, just do it. Oh, he didn't die. That's really weird. Yeah, Magnet's kind of janky in this game. Sometimes stuff gets caught in stuff, and sometimes it just flies away. That was an instance where it just flew away.
So I'm pretty much just killing a bunch of mods for CP and other.
It's for XP and CP.
Yeah.
Any enemies that we kill in a beginner run is for EXP and CP. They're not for any other reason. Nice. Wow.
Okay.
And you get an abounding drop.
I finally got the dealing drop at least.
Oh, you got it in a not so bad place.
Oh. Cancel out, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, there's a flood left. Hold on. Let me just kill him a second. We're gonna wait for him. Okay. Just wanted to make sure so I could do this. Alright. So now I'm gonna melt these 2 fires together. With the shimmering I got earlier.
I'm just surprised you got a bounding drop.
Yeah.
That's like a 4% drop. Right,
Okay.
now Trinity Armor should be fun now because you've got 2 boosts now.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we're just going to decimate this guy's health with Firestorm. That's the easiest way to explain this fight. We're just going to destroy him with Firestorm. So, this fight is actually kind of interesting with how he likes to work. He's consistent with how he does his attacks and the order that he'll do them in. And in Terra's version, he will always attack Terra and not the other 2.
Okay.
Because Terra is the strongest
Yeah,
one.
so right there you saw how fast his health dropped because of Firestorm finisher.
And a boom. Like, it destroys him. And what helps with this is Terra's physical strength is phenomenal at this point in the game. And Ben and Aqua's damage are pretty decent in this fight as well. They're actually really useful.
Come on. You die. Okay. I'm just gonna block these lasers.
Oh, you didn't even do that.
Okay. So this is his last
this
phase when he's spinning around in circles like this.
And he's fully invincible during this laser attack. You can just eat all the damage. But what Phnx did there was actually really smart. You shoot a fire at him to build up your deck. Your command gauge, so you can go straight to Firestorm as he starts attacking you. So you can try and build up a Firestorm finisher so you can use it on him when he's not moving.
Okay.
You just completely destroy his health. It's really cool. That was a pretty good fight. Kind of sketchy in the middle, but
Yeah,
worked out in the end.
it's not too bad.
Worked out in the end there.
Okay, so now I'm gonna kill these floods for their dealing drops.
Yeah. There's now a kind of weird balance with the PS4 version, because now that the load times are good, you have to kind of decide, do I want to kill stuff or do I want to just leave the world?
Yeah.
And in this instance, it's actually fast. It might have been faster to leave the world because you had to kill 2. If you only have to kill one, it's probably faster to just kill the one.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But you kind of just have to make that call like by yourself.
Okay.
Change your finisher back.
Yeah, I need to do that too. Suna. Okay. So I need...
Oh right, you nearly forgot the shop
Yeah.
for the binding strikes and the magnets.
Yeah, it's ready. I'm ready to do grinding. Dude. All right. So I need to put on binding, and then 3 magnets, and then back out to do the D-Link because we want Aqua's first finisher rather than her second.
Yeah.
Because it owns. So you want to explain what's going on in this particular section?
Yeah, I will. Because it's because it's the strat that I came up with.
Yeah.
It's my strat. We have to do this. We have to grind in this room for mostly for EXP, but CP. Oh, you got a fleeting crystal, nice. So what he's doing here is, he's killing the first wave. He'll move back towards the middle of the circle in the middle of that like shape, and that's smart. And he'll set up a mine square, so then your Magnera can recharge, and then when everything attacks you, because tank toppers fly at you from the sides, they'll get caught in the magnet, and then they'll just get obliterated by mine squares while they're being pulled in. And then the birds will come flying in, because the birds attack you when there's when there are like orbs on the ground and stuff, like money orbs and stuff, because they like treasure, so they'll only attack you then. And because tank topplers get decimated by the mine square because for some reason your magic stat is actually high enough to destroy them with it, they get caught in the magnet and then they get caught in the finish, so then they just get destroyed at the same time. Oh, you're gonna have to enter the room, kill the Chrono Twister, then exit.
Yep.
Yeah. We do this so many times just because we used to get an ability in this run called EXP Walker, which gives you which gives you EXP every time you take a step. But with Terra, the reason why I was like, oh my god, he got an abandoned drop, is because way back when we got EXP Walker in this category, you had to get that drop from that enemy for a fast run. Otherwise, you lost on average about a minute and a half. It's so silly. I've seen people go for like 40 minutes without getting a drop there. It's silly. I'm surprised you got filled up there, Max.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, oh no. So yeah, he's just gonna do this. I think it's another 2 times after this.
Possibly. I can't remember. I think I already did 3. I don't know. I haven't been
I
counting.
do it based on level. I know where I am based on my level. You're level 13, yeah. You need to do it another couple of times. Because you want to be level 14 before leaving this place. I'm just gonna... Nice, you got the birds as well. It's a nice
Okay,
chunk of
so
XP
I'm
right
just
there.
gonna check my menu a sec. Okay, yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Alright. I'm going to do it one more time. Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah,
okay, whatever.
Because you want to be level 14 before leaving this place, so you need to make sure that you're there. Oh, and you want to chance out another fleeting, not another fleeting,
Another shimmering.
another shimmering. Otherwise, you got to do two boosts, which isn't that bad, honestly. There are worse situations that you can be in than 2 boosts. And the birds will come towards, and...
Oh, I also got another fleeting, so I mean, hey.
Did you get a shimmering or not?
No.
That's alright, then we'll just do 2 boosts, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll do 2 boosts.
I'd take a fleeting any day.
Should I put pulsing on my double fire?
No,
No.
leave it. Because
No.
you might get a fire boost.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna put Thunder Magnet with fleeting. Yeah. And cure an arrow with fleeting.
Damn, no boost. Crying inside.
So those 2 binding strikes we grinded will come in importance later.
They come back later to show you how good they can be. But for now, we have a magnet at the top. We have then we have the firers. And then we kill enemies in the next room specifically for CP. In this room for CP, we don't need the XP anymore. We do it for the CP. And annoyingly, you're probably going to get a shimmering drop now, because that always happens.
Oh. Dang, whatever. Okay. And that's the end of the grinding section.
Yeah, just leave him be. Leave him be.
Yeah, if the birds fly away, I just leave them. I don't need to kill them.
Yeah, this is the that's probably the most boring part of Terra Beginner, is that part there. And then we get into this fight, Brave. The start, he's going to DM you instantaneously. He always does this. There's nothing you can do to stop it. He always DMs you at the start. You just block back 2 shots. It does a bit of damage to him and gets him out of it. We use Flame Salvo here just because it's honestly the best thing at hitting him. That was a lot of damage for your first one.
Yep.
Ooh, is it? Is it?
Nah, you needed it.
Oh, he teleported around way too much. You can possibly kill him before he DMs you a second time in this fight, but it's extremely random. Because it depends on A, how many times he teleports, and B, how many shots actually fly into him. It's completely random how many shots hit him. So getting 1 cycle is really hard. But it is another nice time save if it does happen. Oh,
Alright.
yo, Goldphnx.
Yeah.
Goldphnx.
It's time. It's time, dude. It is time for the best segment in this entire run. So, how many people in this chat love Mario Kart? Because we're not doing Mario Kart. We're doing Kingdom Carts.
We're about to play the best excuse for a kart racer I've ever seen in my life. Where everything is perfect. But in all seriousness, this is, honestly, out of all the mini-games, this is the hardest one to be good at. Because you actually have to do well in this race for it. Because A, there's rubber banding AI, and B, you can easily lose time here. This may be a mini-game, but it's not an auto-scroller. The mini-game that takes a set amount of time.
Each character, when they reach this part of the game, always have to do a mini-game in their story. Aqua does Fruit Bowl, and Ven does Ice Cream Beat. The difference between those two, though, is the fact that Aqua's Fruit Bowl is always going to be 3 minutes long, every time. And Ven's Ice Cream Beat song will always
2 minutes.
will always be 2 minutes long.
It is like a minute and a half or something. It's like a minute and a half.
I did do a skillful dodge to that tornado there. Yeah.
But this, you actually have to kind of be decent at this at Rumble Racing.
Yeah.
Oh damn. And he had to go around that tornado there, which is actually kind of annoying because their cycle is kind of random and based on how fast you go at the start. If you get the boost at the start, you tend to get the bad cycle.
Yeah. This is another problem with this thing, is that going fast punishes you.
But if you're lucky, you get the good cycle. And when you get the good cycle, it's sub 2.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the sub 2 region. But 2 flat, between 205 and 2 flat is really good, but sub 2 is like the best part.
And if you take a look at my map, you'll see that they've really if you think rubber banding in Mario Kart or in Sonic Sega Stars Racing is pretty bad, no. I got comboed by the tornadoes.
Oh, did ya? Is it lit?
It's okay though.
Don't tell me you lost.
I smacked him. I gotta redo it. I smacked him across the finish line.
Well, that's a nice way to lose two whole minutes.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to lose two
The-
whole minutes.
It wasn't the fact that tornadoes come with me, but also the fact that I smacked him across the tornado. Like,
Oh, that's one way to lose 2 whole minutes. Oh, that's good.
it's fine though.
That's good. That is good. Oh, I can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
And as you couldn't tell, you actually have to get first place in this race.
Yeah.
That's why we have to redo it. Because you have to win the mini games in order to.
It was pretty funny because like my thought process was I was like, I'll skid charge, knock him out the way, and I'll get him first, and I knocked him over the line.
Oh my god, I can't believe you did that.
It's fine though. One thing actually about roll racing is there's no actual like major drift. You don't actually drift. Instead, you just get brake and you go in one direction.
Yeah, turning is actually not really turning. It's like kind of strafing left and right.
Yeah.
In order to turn, you have to brake and then turn. It's really quite bad.
But yeah, like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they like to just pull themselves so far ahead. You could be doing every shortcut, you could be doing everything perfectly, and they'll still pull themselves ahead somehow. And it's not as big one in this course. This course is pretty easy, but a lot of the late game courses and post game are really dumb.
Especially the final one, the castle one.
Yeah. Because you could be taking all the secret routes, getting super fast, and they'll just be like, hey, we're
But
gonna
also
be...
taking the fast route in that one is actually RNG.
Yeah.
So even if you do take the fast route, it's unlikely that you'll come out of it ahead.
Yeah. I actually had a better race that time, so it's okay. Okay.
I can't believe you hit the fucking robot over the line.
I can't believe I got comboed twice. I like bounced up. I bounced one and then bounced into another. It was pretty funny. That's right though.
If Fink was smart, he would have had those 2 cutscenes there. SMH.
Yeah, nah, I'm not playing this on my file. I'm just playing this on my casual file, so we're getting extra cutscenes. But it's okay because on PS4, they don't matter because load times are so fast. On PS3, they would like lose so much time. So.
Yeah. They lost like 23 seconds on the PS3. But anyway, he's just gonna go in a firestorm and smash some stuff in this fight.
There you go. That's what I wanted. This is one of those fights where if you got good RNG and got Air Combo Plus earlier on in the run, this is one of those fights that really benefits from it. Because you just do so many hits and just kill everything very quickly.
You destroy everything. Because a 3-hit air combo is really broken when you have like a command style active.
Most of the time with these kind of fights, if there is an enemy that's gotten too far away from me, I will just flame salvo to hit them.
Yeah. And because your strength is so high, because you're playing as Terra, your fire boost damage doesn't exactly matter. Because we're actually over leveled for this point in the game.
Yeah.
At this now. But the level cap kind of comes back in Deep Space where we start doing like bad damage if you don't put the correct keyblade on and stuff. Yeah, because you get your first Keyblade that has a higher strength stat than your base Keyblade in this world. Like, about 2/3 of the way into the game.
Oh, let go of the button. There you go.
Oh, nice.
So this is 10 rounds. Is exactly what's in the name. There's 10 rounds of Unverse that we have to fight. The first 4 rounds, or at least 3 of the first 4 rounds, we just do shot locks.
Yeah.
Because it kills them very quickly.
And this is another instance where you can save The reason why we harped on about wanting another shit ring is because if you have 3 fire boosts here, you can do 1 less shot lock charge, which just saves micro amounts of seconds, but it does build up.
Yeah.
It's one of those nice. Didn't even have to finish the combo in that one, and level 16 in that one.
Yep.
Nice. Definitely. And another thing about the end, you want to try and minimize what action you're doing at the end of one of these rounds, because in that you win bit, if you're doing something where an attack animation has to play out, the attack animation plays out before it loads to the next one, so you have to wait for it. It gets really frustrating.
Oh hey, I got surprised. It's okay though.
Hey. Oh hey.
Surprise!
We got the Grig special.
The Grig special. And in this last round, where all the jellyfish one, we just do 2 magnets and it kills everything. Unless one gets out.
And you hit it as well.
Yeah.
The respectable hit, dude.
Okay, so now we're gonna do a menu.
Yeah. Those binding strikes that we had earlier, we're finally gonna use them. We use them for
3 pulsings.
fire surges. Oh yeah, for 3 pulsings, obviously. Did you not get any more shimmerings?
No.
No, I mean fleeting. Sorry.
No. Alright. Cool.
I would have put soothings on them for HP boost.
It's okay though.
Oh, and then the texting didn't load. Yeah, that can happen in this game. You can be in front of a guy that you can talk to, but the texting just won't load. Right, Zac 1 is pretty simple. We're gonna flame salvo. Oh. Didn't get a full one, that's fine. Then afterwards we're just gonna fire surge him.
Cool.
That might have only been 1 or 2 fire surges without all that stuff at the end if he'd got 15 on the first flame salvo.
Yep.
But you were a bit trigger happy.
Yeah, I fat fingered it.
Yeah, you're a bit trigger happy. Right, and then we're gonna go into Zac 2. Do you do the dash back out at the start?
No, I start straight off.
You can either dash back or go into flame salvo instantly here. You have enough time to dash back and do the flame salvo, but it's slightly easier to just go into it. The reason why we do that is because it's faster to get into a corner that way. And you can try going into the back corner, just like that.
Yep.
And then yeah, you just bash him about with Ventus.
Yeah, he always gets targeted.
Yeah, you just not always. He can brick wall you, but he can brick wall you, but it's not very common. It's worth the risk on beginner to see if you get brick walled or not. But on categories like crit where he one shots you, it's not worth it. Oh, change keyblade. Oh,
So,
and another thing that every character has is one of these ship minigame things. Terra's one is just kill a bunch of these. It would actually be nice if you got EXP from this fight, but you just don't. You would probably level up in this fight like a level and a half if you got EXP in this fight, but you just don't. Aqua's got. Oh, you jumped.
yeah, I mashed circle by accident.
Playing JP.
Yeah. Aqua's is Gotcha Take That, which
And then has to fight a variant of Metamorphosis, his boss of Deep Space, at the start of Deep Space. He did his second Keyblade change there, just because now our stats come more into play, and we need the 5 strength stat to do our normal amount of damage here. What he did to the Force Fighting OC, he's just going to do again here. He's just going to get in the Firestorm and try and decimate stuff.
Just waiting for the bruiser to blow up. Okay.
Damn, did one of them go in on you?
Yep.
You might have to kill a monkey now.
Yeah.
You might have to kill an extra monkey now.
It's
That's
fine.
alright. Oh, dude, you got the fly. I love it when you get that. Something that I failed to talk about in every BBS run that I've ever done anywhere is you're managing your command deck to make sure you're doing stuff fast is actually a lot harder than it looks. Especially in like when you're in awkward dealing and stuff, when like the commands aren't as you set them, they're just in a random order. You have to know where stuff is. You know, the only way we can get through this world by going into flight mode again.
Yep.
Cool. And Phoenix is about to do a really cool trick actually. He's gonna lock on to a gun and just fire surge a few times.
Yeah.
And then you just fly up the top.
That skips the animation of having to turn on anti-gravity.
Yeah.
So that saves quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
Alright, so if y'all ever watch Lilo and Stitch, this is Sparky. It's pretty much of a bitch.
Pretty much. Again, this is another fight where if we get good RNG, a skip can happen. There's a running trend here in this category.
Yep.
He's got a very short DM where he can go he can go inside the guns in the middle there, but you can just kill the guns so fast that he barely loses any time if he goes into them. But we're just gonna flame salvo and hope he like kind of stays. Yeah, he went in the guns.
Oh.
You got to fire surge him a few times.
Yep. Omar. There you go.
Damn, because half your things hit the gun instead of...
Yeah, that was the problem with my position there.
Oh, dude, he got caught on the gun. He got hit by all 3 hits of both of them. Oh, Lost in Space. Another really short world.
Yeah.
A lot of the worlds are just force fight, boss fight, and then the world ends. Now we're going to Neverland. This actually probably has the hardest force fight in this category. It's the hardest one to go fast in, and it's honestly one of, in my opinion, one of the harder fights in the game on higher difficulties.
Yeah. What should be noted is, casually, if you don't have fire boost or anything, this is one of the longest force fights just because the damage you do is so low.
Yeah.
These monkeys will take so many hits. You like that surprise? That was pretty neat.
I'm waiting for it. That is actually not bad damage, not gonna lie. Even with our like heightened strength and fire boost and stuff, you still don't do a lot of damage here. And our magnets do like no damage because our magic stat is so low. So our magnets do like literally 1 HP of damage. It's pretty good. That was okay for what that fight can go like.
So that's actually a good fight for 2 boosts. So
yeah. You can finish that fight if you got all 3 in a minute 26 or something is my best segment. You can have that fight finished by minute 26 or around that.
Okay, 6 milliliters, that's fine. And Sonic Impact.
Cool, and now we're gonna kit ourselves out with some fire surges.
Yep. think that's our one of our last major menus of the run.
Yeah. We do a menu in the final world where we put on another Keyblade and shove on the Mega Reapers that we brought. And that little dash you saw after the air slide, that's Sonic Impact. That's the ability that he just put on. Are you killing the enemies here?
Yep.
Oh, you were 500 away. Yeah, you had to. Yeah. Annoyingly, because we don't get EXP Walker in this category now. You have to kill enemies here in order to make sure you're at the right level.
Okay.
Like the right EXP range.
Am I fine now? I don't know.
I can tell
Yeah, I'm good. I killed extra just to like be properly sure. You need roughly about 320-ish XP left to 19 to be super safe.
Under 330 and you're fine.
Yeah. I just killed the extra monkey just to guarantee it.
You weren't under it without that monkey.
Oh, okay then. We're good.
So you actually had to kill that monkey.
Ah, perfect. Alright, so now we're on Peter Pan.
You won't stop me.
Peter.
Pretty much shit the same.
Pretty much flame salvo 3 times because you got it's flame salvo twice and a couple of fire surges because you got 2 boosts.
Yep.
That's another fun thing about this game actually, especially on beginner. There are different ways that you have to do each fight depending on how many boosts that you have, which actually kind of brings some runs down to like ingenuity to how fast you can go, which actually can make this game really interesting.
Yeah.
You kind of have to know you have to really know what you're doing to like be able to play this game at a high level.
Alright, so we're gonna see Aqua D-Link for the final time here.
Yeah. We're gonna go in, magnet, go out, go in, magnet, go out, go in, magnet until the end of the fight.
Yeah, pretty much. The reason we go out and back in is because magnet takes forever to load back up, so if we just go...
loads instantaneously.
Yeah, it loads instantaneous if you go back in and out. In and out.
In, out, you shake it all about.
Do the hokey pokey. And also the positioning yourself in this fight actually really does matter because you want to go right towards the large groups.
Yeah, because this fight's like the 1000 Heartless fight in KH2, where like the game doesn't load everything at once. You have to kind of on stuff and then kill it.
Yeah. So
you dash around into groups. Decides that you've killed enough, the fight just ends. But you need to move around to spawn of stuff.
Yeah.
Another Keyblade that we won't use.
Yep. That pretty much sums up.
Another Keyblade that we won't use. There's 2 Keyblades that we don't use because they're both useless in a speedrun.
Alright, so earlier on in the speedrun, we fought Trinity Armor. That was one of the first few fights that you can actually die in this category. Although we're on beginner, there are still major spots where we can die. This is the biggest one right here, though. This is Araquis.
He's fast. He doesn't care. He will kill you.
Yeah.
There are many instances where you'll try and be safe, and he'll just punish you for trying to be safe. So the easiest way to deal with this fight is we're gonna try and stun him with fire surges and kind of force him to revenge in ways that benefit us. So Finks did a fire surge there and did a full combo. There we go.
Yeah, I tend to take this fight very, very safe, just because I don't want to die, because as you saw that, I took a lot of damage, so I had to sit back and cure.
You have to remember that we're on beginner.
Yeah.
And he did over half his health in one attack. You can't get out of that attack. You just have to eat the damage. Oh, and something else about this fight is he can retaliate whenever he wants with that uppercut attack.
There you go. There's the big major one. So right there, he actually just broke out of my hits and comboed me with his regular combo, and that just takes out all of your health.
And because you went into a command style, you have no defense.
Yeah, yeah. Unlike Ventus's roll and Aqua's cartwheel, Terra's slide doesn't have as many invincibility frames. So if you try to slide away, you will get hit. Okay, so I like this damage, this attack he does, where he shoots orbs at you, because he is completely vulnerable. Okay, I'm gonna sit back and cure.
You can kind of tell when he's gonna DM because he'll start walking around.
Yeah, he'll start trying to run towards the middle.
Yeah, no, the hurt if they hit you.
Yeah, so if your
All of
Flame
his
Salvo
attacks
doesn't
have-
kill, you gotta slide like your life depends on it, quite literally.
That's why level 1 honestly has an easier fight there. Because you have Renewal Barrier and Renewal Guard, and you have once more and second chance. So you can eat the damage that he deals out quite easily.
Okay, that's the last menu we have to do in this game now.
Yeah. I usually wait till I'm in the world to do it, but yeah.
Alright, so do you want to explain what happened to tornadoes in the JP version?
Oh, okay. Basically, I don't know what happened to the tornadoes in the JP version. One version difference between the two PS4 ports is that the tornadoes on Japanese are faster. They don't. They all chase you at the same time, and they're relentless. They do not stop for anything. On English, they're like they were on PSP and on PS3, where only one can chase you at a time, and they're slower. Or the same speed as on those two versions. I don't know what they did to him in Japanese, but the Japanese version is harder to run just because of that. And the Japanese version of this game saves no time anywhere else. It might save a few frames in Ventus because of 3 pieces of scrolling text, which you can skip halfway through them coming out. But other than that, it saves like no time at all on any of the characters, really.
This is another fight with version differences.
Yeah, on this version you actually have to kill Vanitas. There's something else that we didn't talk about actually. Your version, the version of PS4 that you have, and your hard drive doesn't actually matter for this game.
Yeah, you could have a PS4 Pro, you could have SSD, but everything will be the same.
Yeah.
If it's anything, it's probably just frames. Which, you know, in a long game like this, it doesn't matter like
we
this.
speculated that that in KH2, which is a 3-hour run, it's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, because between all the people that, because there are people that have SSD and you run on SSD and PS4 Pros, but we can't tell the difference just by looking or by like anything really.
So yeah, this is
this
the
fight takes
best.
like 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is
fight
the
takes
best
like 20
fight in the
seconds.
game. Just
Yeah,
watch
this fight-
his health bar. It is the best thing in this run.
Chaos Ripper is broken. This I didn't mention this, but this Keyblade that he has on has gives you plus 10 to your strength. Basically makes it so you have like
And here it is.
a massive
Death.
a massive attack.
I love this strat. Blade Charge is the most OP command style for Terra, and Aqua if you were playing on beginner.
Look at that health bar, guys. What's even better is that finisher still had like 3 hits left of it.
Yeah. But now we've come to the major wall of this this run.
Yeah.
So
This is honestly, in my opinion, this is kind of a weird fight to explain this one. On beginner, we're just gonna flame salvo this guy. He's actually a really hard fight if you try and like fight him out like normally. He's actually really difficult to deal with. he's got all the issues where he'll like break out of stuff, hit you out of stuff, but not as bad as other bosses. And he's kind of manipulable with where you are and what you do.
Oh hey, that's an early DM.
He's taking advantage of that. So and also he's got Dark Curaga as well, which he can actually use up to like 5 or 6 times, depending on how long you take to kill this guy. He will definitely use one after his DM because he will always use one after he DMs. Oh, none of that flame salvo hit him.
Yeah. So right there he cured.
Yeah. There's not a lot you can do about it. It's completely RNG when he'll cure. There's kind of places where you'll know he'll cure, but it's completely random what pattern he'll give you and how many times he'll cure.
I'm just gonna guard through this
right
DM.
there. Also right there was dangerous. Yeah, I'm using the guard now.
Yeah, when he grows into the ground like that, I usually charge over him to bait out his attack. Because then that gives me ample time to cure like that.
Oh, he cured again, that's fine. This guy also has a ton of attacks that he can use. And a lot of them are unique to you. Oh, dude, he's giving you it.
I'm just gonna pray at this point. I should probably also tell Jack to get ready on time, so get your button ready. I'm just gonna bait him out to like not do anything at the moment, so I can cure. There you go.
Yeah, this fight's also another really dangerous one. Oh my god, I'm surprised you didn't die there.
Oh, it might happen though. Might just wait again. Yeah, I'm gonna wait again. I just don't want to risk anything right now. Okay, he's DMing, so I can cure. And time. There we go. That was a bit of a weird ending to that, but there you go.
Yeah.
So
that fight.
101.57.
Alright, cool. That's better than I expected, because I was expecting to get a little bit higher than that because of the loss in rumble racing.
The 2-minute time loss because you forced someone to win.
Yeah, but there you go. That's Terra Beginner. It's one of my favorite categories in Kingdom Hearts, and it's also probably my favorite. I think it's the most fun BBS category out of the 3. So there you go. I believe Nightshade is next. So
Yes, it is.
God bless.